I'm Jess Curry.
And I'm Hunter Calvitti, and this is Live at Studio B. First of all, I'd like to welcome and thank Visitations for being here with us today. Why don't you guys tell us a little about yourself?
Thank you guys for having us here.
Yeah, for sure.
great.
Yeah, thank you guys. Get this situated over here. Yeah. I mean, basically, like, it's just three of us. Like, we're like an instrumental prog metal band, like, from kind of like right around here in Poughkeepsie.
Right.
Like, we live in Dover Plains, and Kevin lives in Carmel. So we've been playing with each other for a couple years. Mike and I specifically more so than Kevin. Kevin's just about a year old in this band, which is awesome because we didn't have a bass player before we started. So
awesome.
It definitely ties things together a lot more. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
So starting as a band, it was just the two of you first, and then Kevin joined in? That's what you said?
Yeah, that's kind of what happened. It's like Mike and I played in a couple other bands in high school. Well, like Mike and I met in middle school, so we've been friends for a long time, and I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, we played in a couple bands in high school, and then like that kind of branched off because like some people went to college and had other goals to pursue, and then Mike and I kind of stuck around and just started like writing like metal music because that's what we really liked, like prog music. So we started doing that, and we played like one or two shows with just the two of us, which was pretty hilarious when we look back on it because it sounded awful, but we had fun. Not that matters, but yeah, it was fun. And then Mike bought Kevin to us, me, and he was like, yeah, this guy needs to play bass in our band. And I was like, all right. And then Kevin shreds, and like Kevin's like, I'll let you tell, like, you can tell them more about you, but like you're an awesome guitar player too. But
Well, thank you, Russ. I met up with Mike actually at a party one time. A friend of mine introduced me to him, and I just immediately saw him playing guitar and was like, whoa, this dude shreds. And like we just started talking, and he was like telling me about how he specifically mentioned how him and Russell were looking for a bassist. And I'm primarily a guitarist usually, but I had a bass at the time, so I was like, I could give it a shot, like see what's going on. And I just gave it a shot, and like it kind of just clicked, and it felt really good when we actually got to jam.
Oh, good.
But not only that, but ever since I picked up the bass for the band, like I've been getting way more like technique for like bass technique. I've been like trying to pick up more techniques and like go more towards a bassist route because it feels really good.
So you like playing bass more?
I would say I like playing guitar more, but like I've definitely come into the bass a little bit more since I've joined the band.
Right. Awesome. Well, we're really excited to hear more songs off your new EP. What's the next song you guys have coming up?
So this song is a twofer, but we're going to take a break in between before we get into the heavy part. But this song's called The Construct Part 1, The Well House.
All right. Let's hear it.
Cool. Thank you.
So, we understand why you play the bass, but what made you gravitate towards the instruments that you guys play?
Yeah, well, to be honest, my buddy Drew Suter in 6th grade had a guitar, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
Right.
Like, I just immediately fell in love with it.
Just had to have one after that?
Pretty much. I don't know about you, though, Russ.
Yeah. I don't know. I just always thought like drums were cool. Like I never gravitated towards guitar at first.
Right.
I play a lot more guitar now. I play a lot. Like we all try to like write stuff like on guitar. So like when we just like get together, we just like collaborate on a lot of stuff like that. So like all of our songs just like have input like from one of us like on some guitar parts.
You guys are true artists.
We strive for that. No, but. Are you about to say something? I don't want to cut you off.
Oh, no, it's fine. I was just going to say it's a really cool experience being in a band of like 3 different guitar players.
Right.
Even though like Kevin's on bass and Russell's on drum, they both play guitar too, and they're both really good. So it's like, you know, it's cool to have, you know, all of us in the writing process. It's not like just me or like just Kevin or just Russell. We can like all collab on songs.
So all of you play guitar. Do any of you play any other instruments or?
I actually originally played drums.
Yeah, this is true.
When I was in
That's
high school,
crazy.
from middle school to high school, I played drums. Like I even took lessons and I had a kit.
Wow.
Yeah, but I just fell out of it, and for a long time I didn't play anything. And then I picked up guitar like 2.5 years ago and just rolled with it. I play every day.
Yeah.
So you mentioned prog metal earlier. What would you classify yourself as? Like what genre?
I say like we're like I can't like pinpoint an exact genre. So like I always like tell people I'm like, yeah, like if you're into like progressive metal and like hardcore music, but then like also like math rock and like soundscapey stuff, I'm like we try to like encompass a lot of that into our music, and like some songs it shows like more than others because like sometimes we're just like more riffs, and then sometimes I'm like, yeah, we need to take it back a notch, you know. So it's like that was what a lot of like the inspiration for like our EP was just like a lot of like stuff that we had been working on for like a really long time since like Mike and I kind of got together, and then like once Kevin like came into the fold, it just made things like a lot easier as far as like constructing like parts, you know, like they mimic each other a lot of the time, which is like something that I think is really cool.
Yeah.
You know, but then like now
that was like a huge thing. We actually like I was mimicking him too much, so we cut it back, like, and we had like more.
Yeah, it was like he was trying to learn the guitar,
like, you know,
parts, just,
bassy
like,
sounds, you know, chords.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but then like kind of like going forward, you know, like we just been like talking to each other about just like the sounds that we want on like our record that we're like, you know, we just started like writing some stuff for that. We're workshopping it, so we just want to like make it like really sweet. We want to add like a lot of like melody to it because that's something that we like, you know, we love, but it's not like super present in a lot of our music right now. So it's, we definitely have like a lot more room for development as artists and individuals too in that sense. So.
And I know you guys play at like the Loft and the Chance a lot, and being that you kind of go into so many different genres, it's hard finding some like math rock bands to play there, but it's very easy to find like hardcore bands to play there. But that being said, like, how do you feel about trying to fit into that environment when you're such like more of a three-dimensional band than everyone else, really?
Yeah, it's like we all talk about it all the time. It's like it's so hard because like in Poughkeepsie, it's like there's like hardcore is like everywhere right now, and I love it, and it's awesome. But it's like, you know, like we're like a weird band. Like when we hop on a bill with like a bunch of other like hardcore bands, it's like we stick out like a sore thumb. It's like people enjoy it, but it's different, you know. And then it's like there's not many prog bands around too either, you know. Like we played our first show like outside of like Dutchess County like earlier this year, kind of. Well, we did like two. We played up in Watertown, New York, which was like just outside of Albany. We played with this like band Incontinence, and then our like friends in C-SPAN. They're like a really cool like proggy band. They're like Dream Theater mixed with like a ton of other like really awesome stuff. Yeah, they're good. And so then like we did that, and then we went down to like Reading, and like we played with like some other just like weird bands. And it was it's hard. It's definitely hard. It's like you have to find like the people that you gel with, and then like stick close, because it's like it's hard. I don't know how you guys feel about it. I feel bad. I'm just like
it's like a topic that we like talk about a lot, is how like we got to find shows to get on with bands that are at least somewhat like, you know, similar to us, rather than all the hardcore shows that we've been getting on. But it's, you know, it's just show's a show, so we take what we can get.
Right. All right, well, what's the name of the next song?
All right, so this one's The Construct Part 2, Untimely Ascent.
Awesome.
It's very spooky.
All right, let's jump into
It's not
it.
a little spooky.
Awesome. Now, Kuz, being such like a versatile player, from chugging to tapping, what inspires your writing?
Oh man, that's a good question. I don't even know because I'm really into like progressive guitarists like Tosin Abasi, but I mean I feel like everyone's kind of into that.
Yeah.
But I'm also really into like funk.
Nice.
I mean, pretty much anything that's like a little crazy, a little hectic, but has some like soul, a little flavor to it. You know. Probably a bad answer, but you know, I'm gonna leave it at that.
Flavor's good. Flavor's an important answer. I feel like any question. Yeah.
I mean, Flavor Flav.
Yeah, boy. But is that why your songs are kind of longer, because you're trying to fit so many different kind of things into one song? Instead of it trying to be like a 4-minute song, you just end the song when you think it's done. Like, is that what you kind of drew for it? That was very badly worded, but
No, I totally understand.
we all understand.
But I I agree. That's usually pretty much how like the writing process goes. Like I'll usually like I'm the one who's like coming up with something that's like almost doesn't work together, and like I'll show it to Russell, and Russell will help like tame it down a little bit. Like if I'm playing something that's too off the walls, he's like, yeah, Mike, that like doesn't work. Like, you know, it's
like secretly it does, but I'm just like, yeah, I can't do that. Like, relax, Chico.
But yeah.
So you guys played here at DCC at night last year, no?
Yeah, we did the
It's
one.
not the first time here.
Yeah, we did the one last year, and then we did the one. Well, technically, it would be last year.
Yeah, I think it was in like June.
We did. Oh wait, we did 2 last year.
Or
Oh,
May.
wow.
yeah, you did the winter of 2016.
This is why you're the host.
Yeah, and
She
then
knows.
The
the
host
one in
with the most.
yeah, the one in May in 2017, and then the one that just passed
Yeah.
in December.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you for
remember that.
remembering that.
You guys have any more
welcome.
shows coming up?
We actually have a show at Darkside Records. We're playing like their 7th year anniversary.
Oh, wow.
That place is like my mecca. Like I go in there and just like spend as much money as I possibly can, and then like don't hate myself afterwards.
Place to
It's
spend your
kinda
money.
hard.
Yeah, like that is the place where I spend my money, and I am proud of it. But yeah, we're playing there on January 13th for their 7th year anniversary. I'm not sure what time it starts yet. Like you could check the Facebook event page and stuff.
I think
But
that
we're
event
playing.
like starts at 10, but I have no idea.
Yeah,
when the
you're
bands
probably
start
right.
playing.
Yeah, it's probably like
Yeah.
an all-day shindig.
Yeah.
I don't know what time we're playing. I'm pretty sure we're on first, but we're playing with Take One Car, who are like homies to us. Like maybe
Okay.
not literally, but we played like Mike and I played some shows with them like when we were in like our younger band, and like those guys are just like the coolest human beings like alive. Their music is like amazing too. It's like inspired me so much to like pursue my dream in music. So I didn't mean to steal your thunder there. It looked like you were about to say the same thing, and you were just like, oh, okay.
No, I agree.
I'm going to have to check them out.
Dude, yeah.
Take One Cars.
Oh, you don't know Take One Car?
I do not.
Bro,
No.
you can't live in the 845 and not know. Well, you don't live in you're from Brooklyn.
No. I'm from Wallkill.
Oh, she's from Wallkill.
Yeah.
This shows how much I know, huh? Wallkill. But
Do you have any other shows?
that's really it right now. Like we're just like trying to focus a little bit on just like, cause like I'm in school, like Mike's in school, Kevin's like got a billion things going on all the time, you know?
Yeah, working.
Yeah,
stuff.
working. His kid's a workhorse, so we're doing that. So it's just like a matter of like finding a time for all of us to like get together and play shows. But like when we can, we do. But then like once I graduate and stuff, I think it'll be a little bit easier for us to collectively work
Yeah.
as
So-
a unit on the road.
My
You
bad.
gotta get on
No,
the
you're
road.
good. Just
All right. So I am so bad at that. But for people that are going to come out and see you, like, where can we find your music or any
so
pages you have?
yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. I've talked
We are
so
on
much.
Bandcamp.
Okay.
We are also now on Spotify,
Ooh.
Apple Music,
Ooh.
and Tidal. And I
Yeah.
believe more. We're on other
Yeah,
streaming
there's a lot.
services as
Okay.
well.
I just
Moves.
want to specifically mention Tidal because it's bougie.
Bougie.
And I love it. I love it. And I'm like, yeah, find us with the new Jay-Z record that's not on Spotify. Because we just go hand in hand. Not at
Definitely.
all. But yeah, you could, yeah, so like our music's on like most streaming services you can
Okay.
find us. And then just like social media stuff, it's just like you can find us like at Visitations on Facebook. And then our Instagram feed is just at Visitations Band. And then We're on Twitter too at Visitations845. A lot of just threw a lot of information at you. But check us out. I usually like throw up some like really ridiculous stuff on Twitter because that's the place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
Twitter's a whole
Twitter
different world.
All jokes aside, Twitter's where it's at.
Bing.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank Visitations for coming out, of course, and playing here today, not tonight yet, on Live at Studio B. And then I also want to thank everyone behind me for helping us set up this event. And
we'd like to thank all of you for sure.
Thanks. But like stated before, you can find Visitations' new EP on Spotify, Bandcamp, Tidal, and Apple Music. But I am Jess Curry.
You just dab?
I did.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I really hope we got that.
Me too.
Okay.
I really hope you didn't.
Actually, like, before we go, you're a great dancer, no?
Oh, dude.
Do we see some moves?
Oh, God.
You gotta give me a little beat.
Oh, wait, you want like funk beat? I'll give you some stuff.
Oh.
Ooh.
Getting it.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the stank foot, I call it.
The stank foot.
The stank foot. That's about the most you'll ever gonna see Mike move in a live setting.
You're welcome.
Hey.
That was wonderful. I'm impressed.
Me too.
One last
Thank
time. Again, I'm Jess
Sorry.
Curry. No, don't worry about it.
And I'm Hunter Calvitti.
And this has been Live at Studio B. We are going to conclude with their last song, Divergence of Time. Thanks for tuning in.